Have you ever wondered how one single speech from the Federal Reserve can move the entire market in just minutes? Right now, silver is sitting at a critical point, and Jerome Powell's upcoming remarks at the Jackson Hole Symposium could really determine whether silver would shine or slip. Hello and welcome back to Today in Finance. In this video, we're going to break down silver's forecast and explain how Jerome's words could shape the short-term and long-term outcome. So that by the end of this video, you'll know exactly why this speech is so important, what traders are actually looking for, and what does it all mean for everyday investors like you and me. So without wasting any time, let's get straight into the video. Every August, Jackson Hole Symposium gathers central bankers, economists, and financial leaders from around the world. For most people, it's just another conference, but for traders, it's a key event. That's because the Federal Reserve Chair, which this time is Jerome Powell, often uses this platform to signal where the monetary policy is going. When Powell speaks, markets listen. His comments on inflation, interest rates, and strength of the US dollar can send shock waves through currencies, stocks, and commodities. Silver, which is closely tied to the dollar and interest rates, is especially sensitive to his tone. Silver doesn't move in isolation. To understand its outlook, we need to connect it to the Federal Reserve's decisions. When the US dollar strengthens, silver usually weakens because silver is priced in dollars. That means foreign buyers need to spend more to purchase it, and interest rates also matter. Higher interest rates make it less attractive to hold silver since silver doesn't pay interest or dividends unlike bonds or saving accounts. But silver also benefits from inflation concerns. When prices rise too quickly, many investors turn to precious metals as a hedge. That push and pull between the FED raising rates and investors looking for inflation protection is exactly why Powell's speech is so important. Recently, silver has been trading between $23 to $26 per ounce. It has really struggled to break out of that range. On one side, stubborn inflation and high interest rates have weighed on it, and on the other side, demand from industries like solar panels and electronics have provided some support. Compared to gold, silver tends to move faster and more dramatically. Traders often see it as a higher risk, high reward play, and right now silver is waiting for a trigger. And Powell Jackson Hole's speech could provide just that spark. When Powell steps up to speak, traders will be listening carefully for three things. First, his comments on inflation. If he says inflation is still too high, the FED may keep interest rates elevated. That usually pushes silver lower. But if he admits that inflation is cooling, markets may expect future rate cuts, which could lift the silver. Second, his outlook on economic growth. A strong economy means more industrial demand for silver, which is used in manufacturing and green energy. But if Powell warns about slowdown risks, silver might lose support unless investors treat it as a safe haven. And third, the timing of possible rate cuts. Even a small hint about when cuts could begin can shake the market. Early cuts would likely push silver higher, while delays might cap its gains. Beyond Powell's words, traders are also watching the charts. Silver has a solid support near $23 per ounce, and if it breaks below that, the prices could slide further. On the upside, it has a resistance level of $26. A breakout above that level could trigger a rally towards $27 or beyond. Silver is unlike most other commodities because it has a split identity. On one hand, it's a precious metal like gold, offering protection during times of financial uncertainty, and on the other hand, it's an industrial metal used in various things like solar panels, batteries, electric vehicles, and so many other things. This dual role makes silver more volatile, but also more interesting. Economic growth and clean energy demand supports its industrial side, and when markets feel nervous, its safe haven side can take over. But Powell's speech could tilt the balance between these two forces. If Powell sounds hawkish, silver may face downward pressure because higher interest rates usually strengthen the dollar and weaken demand for non-yielding assets like silver. Investors looking at the long term might see this dip as a chance to buy at lower levels. Many times silver has bounced back strongly after periods of weakness, especially when industrial demands remain steady. So even if the short term looks tough, hawkish comments could create long-term buying opportunities. If Powell sounds dovish, a dovish Powell could light a fire under silver prices. Lower interest rates make silver more attractive since holding it comes with fewer opportunity costs. Traders would likely jump in quickly, pushing silver higher as the dollar weakens. For everyday investors, this scenario might be the most favorable in short term, offering the chance to ride a rally. If Powell stays neutral, a neutral stance from Powell would probably keep silver stuck in its current trading stage. Investors might not see big moves right away, but it could still signal stability in the market. For long-term investors, this can be a chance to carefully plan entries instead of chasing volatility. While less exciting, a neutral tone still sets the stage for silver to break out once the fresh economic data comes in. Silver is literally standing at a crossroad right now, and the next move depends heavily on Jerome Powell's words at Jackson Hole. Will he focus on inflation and stick with high rates, or signal a relief? If you want to know, subscribe to my channel right now and ring the bell to receive notifications every time I post a new video, because a video about this is coming up on my channel very soon, which I'm sure you would not want to miss. So take care until next time, and I'll see you very soon.